Hello again, grade 3. So as promised, now we're back again with another new lesson. So we have multiplying creatively. We're actually going to apply the same skills which we used recently with doubling and halving, and same thing with addition. So we're actually going to multiply using partitioning and different place values. So you might be asking, why are we doing multiplication again? But this is multiplying creatively. So we have different ways or different rules with multiplication, but they're quite similar to what we did recently. So let's look at the first example here. So it says here, multiply 48 by 3. What does it mean here? So look what happens, what they're telling us here. Let's try to do the example together. When we actually do 48 times 3, we can separate the 4 by itself from the 8. Let's work it out all together. So, for example, we have the number 48 times a3 equals. So I could just possibly take the number 40 from here and just put it down here. So 40 times 3 and 8, which is 8 ones in the 48, so I took the 8 now, times a3. And possibly after we actually find the product, we add them all together. So it's going to be addition at the end. So look what happened here. So 40 times a 3. I will just throw the 0 first over here, as we learned before in our lesson. So 40 times a 3, that should give me the answer as a 12. So look at the answer now. It's 120. Now 8 times a 3, that should give me the answer as a 24. Now if we just add all of these together, so 120 plus a 24, the answer is 144. Yeah, you're right. Okay, now here is the thing that we're trying to talk about. What are they telling you here in the book? They're just saying one thing. You could just make a 48 rounded to the number 50. So how is this possible? Why are we doing this? To find out if our answer is reasonable or not. So instead of doing 48, look what they're doing here. They just told us we can make it into the number 50 instead. So I have 50 times a3, and my answer should be 150. Now look what happened here. If I have the answer 150, which we do actually at the first time before we work on this one. So 150 is so close to 144. So this means that my answer is reasonable. Okay, now let's just go to the next question. Look what they're saying to us here. There's something quite easy and simple for all of us. Well, we just need to give a big highlight. So multiply. Now they're trying maybe to confuse you, but I'm sure you won't be able to be confused. So what happened here? So multiply 12 by the number 7. Look what happened here. Sometimes we could, for example, let me just cancel all of this first. I'm going to tell you the idea they're trying to discuss here. So we have the number, let's say, 10 times a2. Okay, look what happened here. So if it's 10 times 2 is going to give us the answer as a 20, right? Well, let's pretend that the number 10 is hard for us. So I'm going to use the number 5. So 5 times 2, that will equal number 10. And then I will double my number. So number 10 doubled. So 10 times a2 will give me the answer a20. Just like what I have done up here. Okay, now they're just giving us some more different example. I mean, it's the same but with different numbers. So we have here the number 12 times 7. Look what they're doing here. So to find 12 times 7, we can find 6 times 7 first and then double the result. So if you find out that 12 times 7 is difficult, you can make 12 into a half. So then after you do that into a half, which is the number 6, you can multiply that with the number 7 and then double the result. So let's try to work it together again. So we have the number 12. Sorry, let me just try and use a pencil again. So we have the number 12 times a 7. So yeah, this number is quite hard for me. What should I do? I could just cancel it. I can just say half of 12 is 6. 6 times 7 is much easier for me. So what's 6 times 7? That's a 42. Okay, now I can just simply say I want to double my 42 to find the answer over here. So 42 times a 2 because I want to just double it. Or 42 plus a 42. Okay, so I can just simply say it's a 84, and the answer is correct here. Also, it's 84, which is the same answer which you will actually get over here. It's going to be what? 84. Okay, so let's check if it's correct. Yes. So what happened here? After we double our numbers, we find the result. Okay, here it is. Now let me just try to pause this and we can just make another video regarding the practice that we have on the next pages. So here, we can just discuss how to use these number cards, how you can use this with your parents. I will tell you the steps in a few minutes.